What's up, people? Welcome back to Invest with T Claus. My name is Tevi, and this channel is dedicated to my investment journey, along with coverage on crypto, Tesla, Neo, Virgin Galactic, and ChargePoint. Come for the information and stay for the perspective. We have 8 new subscribers to the channel this week. Thank you for joining me on this journey. The big push continues to be on getting those viewing hours up to the goal of 4,000 to unlock new ways for us to connect and the full monetization of the channel. As of today, we are 500 viewing hours away from reaching this goal. Watch a couple of extra videos, share with some friends, everything helps. Now, let's talk about ChargePoint. Things have been relatively quiet with only a couple of major announcements post-earning results in early December last year. And so in today's video, I'll get you caught up on the latest news around the stock. We'll then take a look at the analyst consensus ratings, some changes here, and I'll close with what I'm personally doing as far as buying, holding, or selling. As always, this is not to be taken as financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is my personal approach to investing and the thought process behind it. I'd recommend watching all the way through so that you don't miss out on anything pertinent I will be sharing. Drop the video an early like if you haven't already, and smash that subscribe button. Those are 2 easy ways to show your support to the channel and help it grow if you appreciate the content. Alright, let's get into it. Today will be a relatively quick update, so let's jump right in. Since the earning results in early December, the stock has had a couple of attempts at breaking out, but each attempt failed. We are down 0.89% for the week and 13.95% over the past month. The only silver lining here is that so far in 2025, we are up 3.74% year to date, so that has to count for something, right? The first big announcement is the completion of a 4-year project I've been providing updates on over the last few years on the channel. I'm referring to, of course, to the build out of the ChargePoint fast charging network along major highway corridors in Colorado. ChargePoint has partnered with the Colorado Energy Office to deliver a total of 33 new DC fast charging locations, offering over 80 charging ports to the state of Colorado. That's a lot. This is a major accomplishment that goes to support the growing EV driver base in that state. The fun fact here is that Colorado is reportedly first in the United States for market shares of new electric vehicles and plug-in hybrids. That's a pretty significant market to be supporting. To put into perspective how impactful this actually is, it's important to realize that before this project started in 2019, only 40% of highway corridors in Colorado were within 30 miles of a fast charger. And now up to 80% are now within 30 miles of a fast charger. So pretty big accomplishment here. This has in effect doubled the available network and made the local infrastructure that much more robust in support of the exponential growth the state is seeing in EV adoption. This is a major win for ChargePoint. The other big notable piece of news worth highlighting is the announcement of a partnership between GM and ChargePoint. This is not the first time that GM turned to ChargePoint for EV charging solution support, but this go around, GM is contracting ChargePoint to build out the GM fast charging network. GM sees the success Tesla has had as a result of having the Tesla supercharging network across the nation for Tesla owners and the other EV drivers that are now able to plug into it. Knowing that, GM wants to replicate the same recipe but is taking a shortcut by contracting ChargePoint versus developing the DC fast chargers themselves. This, of course, is a win for ChargePoint. These chargers will be branded by GM as the GM Energy Network, but it is nonetheless additional revenue that is going to ChargePoint, not only for the initial build out, but also for the recurring software revenue over the coming years. The bottom line here is simply this. ChargePoint now counts 80% of the Fortune 50 companies. Those are the 50 biggest companies in the US as customers, and it's establishing itself as the go-to statewide public infrastructure builder as well as privately owned networks. ChargePoint is cementing its market leadership as not only the #1 level 2 provider, but is now gaining traction on the DC fast charging front as well, and will be able to eventually challenge Tesla for that #1 spot. That said, we're not quite there just yet, and there is definitely some work to be done. That is, of course, reflected in the stock price and the current analyst ratings. We still have a consensus rating of hold with 9 ratings, but the breakdown has changed. We have 1 buy rating versus 2 prior, 7 hold ratings versus 6 prior, and still just a 1 sell rating, no changes here. The high end of the price target range remains at $3 even, no change to the low end currently at $1.20, and the average consensus price target has further decreased from $2.12 to now $1.92. It would be easy to be dismissive of these targets, but keep in mind that hitting the average price target represents a 72.97% gain from this point, and reaching the high end of the range would almost be a triple return on your investment. And so, as far as I'm concerned, I have no reason to believe that ChargePoint will not be successful over the long run. So scooping up as many shares as I can right here at this lower entry point makes sense to me. This, of course, is not without risk. In fact, this is a high-risk investment. But the flip side is this. As management continues to establish ChargePoint as the preferred infrastructure builder, not just in the US, but also in Europe, if they can execute effectively and reach profitability starting this year, that's the current commit, the road ahead becomes less bumpy. To me, it's not unthinkable, and it's actually highly probable that ChargePoint returns to $10 a share over the next few years. That is an easy 10x for being patient and taking a long-term view. And that is something I'm willing to do. The question is, what is your time horizon, and what will you do? But on that note, that is it for me today. If you found value in my content and feel so inclined, use the thanks button at the bottom of the screen. Remember to click the like button and share with others who you think could also benefit from it. For my newcomers, subscribe, it's free, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so that you too can stay in the know. I'll be back next Sunday for my weekly video and possibly during the week for an extra one. Till then, you can keep up with me here on X for crypto and NFT related news. Thank you for watching, stay humble, hustle hard, and I'll see you in the next one.